Hey everyone, and welcome to the ultimate guide to vitamins. We're going to explore what these incredible micronutrients do, why your body absolutely needs them, and what happens when you don't get enough. It's a topic that can feel really overwhelming, with so much conflicting information out there. One day, you hear a supplement is a miracle cure. The next day, you hear it's useless. My goal today is to cut through that noise and give you clear, evidence-based information that you can actually use to improve your health. We're going to break it all down in a way that's easy to understand. No complex medical jargon, I promise. In this comprehensive guide, we're going to take a deep dive, one by one, into the most essential vitamins and minerals your body relies on to function. For each one, we'll cover its primary role, what it actually does inside your cells. We'll talk about the amazing health benefits you get when your levels are optimal, and I'll show you the best, most delicious food sources to naturally get these nutrients into your diet. This isn't just about avoiding sickness. It's about actively building a foundation for long-term wellness, energy, and vitality every single day. We'll also discuss the flip side, deficiency. It's crucial to be able to recognize the subtle and sometimes not so subtle signs that your body might be crying out for a specific nutrient. We'll identify the common symptoms of deficiency, from fatigue and brain fog to skin issues and weakened immunity. On top of that, we'll pinpoint which groups of people might be at a higher risk for certain deficiencies, whether due to diet, lifestyle, age, or specific health conditions. This knowledge empowers you to be more in tune with your body's signals and what they might mean. And finally, we'll touch on supplementation. While a food-first approach is always the best strategy, sometimes supplements are necessary and incredibly helpful. We'll cover some practical tips on what to look for if you and your doctor decide a supplement is right for you. But, and this is the most important takeaway of the entire video, you must always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. They can help you determine what you truly need, if anything, and ensure it's safe for you. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with a true powerhouse, vitamin A. When you hear vitamin A, you might immediately think of carrots and good eyesight, and you're not wrong, but its role in our health is so much more expansive and fascinating. Vitamin A is not a single compound. It's actually a group of fat-soluble compounds, including retinol, and retinol esters. These are known as preformed vitamin A, found in animal products. There's also provitamin A carotenoids, like the famous beta-carotene, found in plants. Your body is incredibly smart. It can take these plant-based carotenoids and convert them into the active form of vitamin A as needed. So what is its primary job? Think of vitamin A as the body's master regulator of cellular growth and differentiation. This means it's fundamental in telling a young, generic cell what it should become, whether it's a skin cell, a cell lining your lungs, or a specialized cell in your eye. This role is absolutely critical for the normal formation and maintenance of your heart, lungs, kidneys, and other vital organs. It's also a key player in your immune system, helping to produce the white blood cells that act as your body's first line of defense against invading pathogens like bacteria and viruses. Let's talk about the health benefits, starting with the most well-known vision. Vitamin A is a crucial component of a protein called rhodopsin, which is found in the retina of your eye. Rhodopsin is what allows you to see in low-light conditions. Without enough vitamin A, your ability to adapt to darkness is one of the first things to go, a condition known as night blindness. It also helps protect the cornea, the outer surface of your eye. So yes, your parents were right. Eating those carrots really does help your eyes stay healthy and sharp, especially when the lights are low. Beyond vision, its benefits for the immune system cannot be overstated. Vitamin A helps maintain the integrity of your mucosal barriers in the eyes, lungs, gut, and genitals. Think of these linings as the fortress walls of your body. When they are strong and healthy, it's much harder for germs to break through and cause an infection. A deficiency can weaken these walls, making you more susceptible to respiratory infections and other illnesses. It also plays a significant role in skin health by promoting cell turnover, which is why it's a star ingredient in many dermatological treatments for conditions like acne and psoriasis. So where can you find this essential vitamin? For preformed vitamin A, look towards animal sources. Some of the richest sources include beef liver, which is incredibly potent, as well as eggs, especially the yolk, and full-fat dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt. Fatty fish like salmon and herring are also excellent choices, providing a healthy dose of this fat-soluble nutrient. These sources give your body the active form of vitamin A directly, which can be absorbed very efficiently without needing any conversion, making them a powerful way to boost your levels. If you're following a more plant-based diet, don't worry, you have fantastic options too. This is where provitamin A carotenoids come in, particularly beta-carotene. Your body will convert this into vitamin A as needed. The best sources are brightly colored fruits and vegetables. Think of anything orange or yellow. Carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, cantaloupe, and mangoes. But it's also abundant in dark, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. The vibrant color is a great indicator of a high carotenoid content, so aim for a rainbow on your plate. Now, what happens if you don't get enough? The earliest and most specific sign of a vitamin A deficiency is, as we mentioned, night blindness. You might notice difficulty driving at night or adjusting to a dark room. As the deficiency progresses, it can lead to a more severe eye condition called xerophthalmia, which involves dryness of the cornea and can ultimately lead to permanent blindness if left untreated. Other symptoms can include dry, scaly skin, frequent infections due to a weakened immune system, poor wound healing, and in children, impaired growth and development. Certain groups are at a higher risk of deficiency. This includes individuals with malabsorption disorders like celiac disease or Crohn's disease, as their bodies struggle to absorb fat-soluble vitamins. People with cystic fibrosis also have difficulty absorbing fat. In developing countries, it's a much more common issue, especially among pregnant women and young children. If you suspect a deficiency, talk to your doctor. Supplementation should be done cautiously, as vitamin A is fat-soluble and can build up to toxic levels in the body. A healthcare professional can guide you on the right dose, if any, based on your specific needs and blood work. Next up is vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This is the first of the B vitamins we'll be covering, and it's a really important one. Unlike vitamin A, thiamine is a water-soluble vitamin. This means your body doesn't store it for long periods, and you need to replenish your supply regularly through your diet. Think of thiamine as the essential spark plug for your metabolism. Its primary, most critical role is to help your cells convert the food you eat, particularly carbohydrates, into usable energy in the form of ATP or adenosine triphosphate. Without thiamine, this fundamental process grinds to a halt. Every single cell in your body needs energy to function, from the neurons firing in your brain to the muscle cells contracting in your heart. Thiamine is a key coenzyme in several enzymatic reactions that are central to this energy production cycle. This is why it's so vital for the health of your nervous system and your cardiovascular system, two of the most energy-demanding systems in the entire body. It helps ensure that your brain, nerves, and heart have the constant fuel they need to do their incredibly complex jobs correctly and efficiently, day in and day out. The health benefits of maintaining adequate thiamine levels are directly tied to its role in energy metabolism. A well-fueled nervous system means better cognitive function, improved mood, and stable nerve signaling. Thiamine is essential for the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that your brain cells use to communicate with each other. This can translate to better concentration, memory, and resilience to stress. It also helps maintain the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves, which is crucial for preventing nerve damage and ensuring rapid signal transmission. For your cardiovascular system, the benefits are just as critical. The heart is a muscle that beats over 100,000 times a day, requiring an immense and constant supply of energy. Thiamine ensures the heart muscle cells can efficiently convert nutrients into the power needed for every single contraction. Adequate thiamine levels are associated with a healthy heart rhythm and strong cardiac function. When thiamine is lacking, the heart can struggle to pump effectively, which, as we'll see, can lead to very serious cardiovascular problems if the deficiency becomes severe. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough of this energy-boosting vitamin? The good news is that thiamine is found in a wide variety of foods. Some of the best sources include whole grains like brown rice, oatmeal, and whole wheat bread. Many refined grain products, like white bread and breakfast cereals, are fortified with thiamine, which helps a lot of people meet their daily needs. Pork is another excellent source, standing out as one of the richest meat sources of this vitamin. Other great options include legumes like black beans and lentils, nuts, seeds, and nutritional yeast, which is a favorite among vegetarians and vegans. Because it's water-soluble, how you prepare your food can affect its thiamine content. Overcooking, boiling, or processing foods can cause some of the vitamin to be lost into the cooking water or destroyed by heat. Steaming or microwaving vegetables instead of boiling them can help preserve more of their thiamine. Also, certain compounds in foods and drinks, like the tannins in tea and coffee and sulfites used as preservatives, can interfere with thiamine absorption or break it down in the body, so it's something to be mindful of, especially if your intake is already low. A severe deficiency of thiamine leads to a disease called beriberi, which is rarely seen in developed nations today, but is historically significant. There are two main types. Dry beriberi primarily affects the nervous system, with symptoms like difficulty walking, numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, confusion and muscle weakness. Wet beriberi affects the cardiovascular system, causing a rapid heart rate, shortness of breath, swelling in the lower legs, and can ultimately lead to heart failure. It's a serious medical condition. Who is at risk for a deficiency? While severe beriberi is rare, milder deficiencies can and do occur. The most significant risk factor in Western countries is chronic alcoholism, as alcohol interferes with thiamine absorption and storage. Other at-risk groups include older adults, individuals with HIV or AIDS, those who have had bariatric surgery, and people with conditions like diabetes or malabsorption syndromes. If you fall into a high-risk category or experience symptoms like unexplained fatigue, irritability, or nerve tingling, it's essential to speak with your doctor. They can assess your status and determine if supplementation is necessary to get your energy levels back on track. Alright, let's move on to our next B vitamin. And this one is a real powerhouse when it comes to energy. I'm talking about vitamin B2, also known as riboflavin. Now, you might not hear about riboflavin as much as some other vitamins, but trust me, your body knows it and loves it. It's a water-soluble vitamin, which means our bodies don't store large amounts of it, so we need to get it regularly from our diet. Think of it as a daily subscription your body needs to function optimally. Its most famous characteristic? It gives your urine a bright, almost fluorescent yellow color if you take it in high doses, which is totally harmless, but can be a bit surprising if you're not expecting it. So what's the big deal with riboflavin? Its primary job is a crucial 1 energy production. It's a key component of 2 major coenzymes, flavin mononucleotide, or FMN, and flavin adenine dinucleotide, or FAD. Now, I know that sounds like a mouthful, but think of them as tiny factory workers inside your cells. These coenzymes are absolutely essential for breaking down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates from the food you eat and converting them into usable energy, or ATP. Without enough riboflavin, this entire energy conversion process slows down, leaving you feeling sluggish and fatigued. It's literally helping to fuel every single cell in your body. But the benefits don't stop at just energy. Riboflavin is also a potent antioxidant. It plays a critical role in regenerating glutathione, which is one of the most important antioxidants in our bodies. This process helps protect our cells from oxidative stress and damage caused by free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can contribute to aging and chronic diseases. So by helping to keep our antioxidant defenses strong, riboflavin is also supporting our long-term health, protecting our DNA, and keeping our cells healthy and resilient against daily environmental and metabolic stressors. Beyond energy and antioxidant defense, vitamin B2 is vital for growth and the production of red blood cells. It's also essential for maintaining healthy skin, the lining of our digestive tract, and good vision. It helps keep our eyes, nerves, and muscles healthy. Some studies have even suggested that riboflavin might play a role in preventing cataracts and reducing the frequency of migraine headaches in some individuals. It's a true multitasker, quietly working behind the scenes to support a whole range of bodily functions that are fundamental to our overall well-being and daily performance. So, where can we find this vibrant vitamin? The great news is that riboflavin is found in a wide variety of foods, so it's relatively easy to get enough through a balanced diet. Dairy products are fantastic sources. Think milk, cheese, and yogurt. Lean meats, like poultry and beef, particularly organ meats like liver and kidney, are packed with it. Eggs are another excellent choice. For my plant-based friends, don't worry, you have great options too. Almonds, spinach, and fortified cereals, breads, and grain products are all rich in riboflavin. Mushrooms and broccoli also contain respectable amounts, making it accessible for everyone. Because it's so common in our food supply, a severe riboflavin deficiency, also known as araboflavinosis, is pretty rare in developed countries. However, it can still happen. The classic signs are not very pleasant and often involve the skin and mucous membranes. You might see cracks and sores at the corners of your mouth. A condition called angular cheilitis, a swollen, magenta-colored tongue, known as glossitis, is another telltale sign. Other symptoms can include skin rashes, sore throat, fatigue, and sensitivity to light. It's a clear signal from your body that its energy and repair systems are running on empty. So who needs to be extra careful? Certain groups are at a higher risk for deficiency. This includes pregnant and breastfeeding women who have increased nutritional needs to support their baby's growth. Vegans or individuals who don't consume dairy or meat products might need to be more mindful of their intake from plant-based sources. Athletes, especially female athletes, might also have higher requirements due to the increased energy demands of intense physical activity. Additionally, people with certain medical conditions like malabsorption syndromes or chronic alcoholism may have difficulty absorbing or utilizing this vital nutrient. If you suspect you might be deficient, or you fall into one of these at-risk categories, what should you do? First, talk to your doctor. They can assess your diet, symptoms, and if necessary, order tests. Supplementation is an option, and riboflavin is often included in B-complex vitamins or multivitamins. Since it's water-soluble, the risk of toxicity from high doses is very low, as your body just excretes what it doesn't need. However, it's always best to aim for a food-first approach, focusing on a varied and nutrient-dense diet. Supplements should be seen as a support system, not a replacement for healthy eating habits. Niacin, or vitamin B3, is vital for turning food into energy and managing cholesterol. It helps create NAD and NADP, coenzymes essential for hundreds of metabolic reactions. Niacin supports heart, brain, and skin health, and is found in protein-rich foods like poultry, fish, nuts, and whole grains. For cholesterol management, only use high-dose niacin under medical supervision due to possible side effects. Let's dive into our next B vitamin, vitamin B5, more formally known as pantothenic acid. The name itself gives us a huge clue about this vitamin. Pantothen comes from the Greek word pantos, which means everywhere, and that's exactly where you'll find it, in nearly all plant and animal foods. This widespread availability is great news because, like the other B vitamins, it's absolutely essential for life. It's a water-soluble vitamin that our bodies use to perform a vast number of critical functions, especially related to converting the food we eat into the energy we need to live. The primary and most important role of pantothenic acid is its function as a component of coenzyme A, or CoA. If you remember anything from your high school biology class, you might remember CoA's role in the Krebs cycle. Basically, coenzyme A is a central player in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. It acts like a shuttle, carrying carbon atoms within the cell to be burned for energy or used to synthesize other essential molecules. Without enough vitamin B5, you can't make enough CoA, and your entire energy production assembly line grinds to a halt. It's fundamental to cellular respiration. But the job of coenzyme A, and therefore pantothenic acid, doesn't stop with just creating energy. It's also vital for synthesis, meaning the creation of important compounds in the body. This includes the synthesis of fatty acids, which are crucial for building cell membranes and storing energy. It's also necessary for producing cholesterol, which, despite its bad rap, is essential for making steroid hormones like cortisol, testosterone, and estrogen, as well as vitamin D. Furthermore, it's involved in the synthesis of heme, a component of hemoglobin in red blood cells, and the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which is important for memory and muscle control. So when you think of vitamin B5, think of it as the ultimate production manager inside your body. It's not just overseeing the energy department, it's also managing the manufacturing of hormones, fats, and even components of your blood and nervous system. Its everywhere nature isn't just about its presence in food, it's also about its widespread involvement in so many different and vital biochemical pathways. This makes it a quiet but incredibly powerful nutrient that supports your body's ability to function, repair, and thrive on a moment-to-moment basis, ensuring all the different systems are working in harmony. Given its name, it should come as no surprise that finding food sources of pantothenic acid is incredibly easy. It truly is almost everywhere. Some of the richest sources include beef, chicken, and organ meats. Fish like salmon and shellfish like lobster are also packed with it. Whole grains are another fantastic source. But the fun doesn't stop there. Vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and white and sweet potatoes contain good amounts. Even mushrooms, avocados, nuts, and dairy products will contribute to your daily intake. This is one vitamin where eating a varied, whole foods diet almost guarantees you're getting what you need. Because it's so widespread in the food supply, a deficiency in vitamin B5 is extremely rare in humans. It really only occurs in cases of severe malnutrition, where someone is deficient in many nutrients, not just one. In experimental settings where deficiencies have been induced, the symptoms are generally vague and overlap with other B vitamin deficiencies. These can include fatigue, irritability, insomnia, numbness, and tingling in the hands and feet, often called burning feet syndrome, as well as stomach pains and vomiting. This highlights how interconnected the B vitamins are, and how a lack of one can disrupt the whole system. While a true deficiency is rare, are there any groups who should be more mindful? Possibly. People suffering from severe and widespread malnutrition are the primary group at risk. There is also a very rare genetic mutation that can impair the body's ability to metabolize pantothenic acid, but this is exceptionally uncommon. For the vast majority of the population, including those with specific dietary patterns like vegetarianism or veganism, getting enough vitamin B5 is not typically a concern as long as they are consuming a sufficient quantity and variety of foods. Its ubiquitous nature is our biggest nutritional ally. What about supplements? Pantothenic acid is often included in B complex and multivitamin supplements. Some people take it for specific reasons like for skin health, as it's sometimes promoted for treating acne, although the scientific evidence for this is still limited and not conclusive. It's also sometimes used in an attempt to support adrenal function, though again, robust clinical evidence is lacking. Since it's water-soluble, it's considered very safe, and there is no established upper limit for intake because high doses are not known to be toxic. As always, the best strategy is to get your nutrients from a diverse diet, relying on the Everywhere Vitamins' natural abundance. Meet vitamin B6, the multitasking master of the B vitamin family. As a coenzyme, it helps over 100 enzymes keep your brain, nerves, and immune system running smoothly. You'll find B6 in foods like chicken, fish, chickpeas, potatoes, and bananas. Deficiency is rare but can cause skin, nerve, or mood issues. Aim for a balanced diet and talk to your doctor before considering supplements. More isn't always better. Biotin, or vitamin B7, is often called the beauty vitamin for its role in healthy hair, skin, and nails. But its real job is helping your body turn food into energy. You'll find biotin in eggs, nuts, salmon, and leafy greens. Deficiency is rare but can cause hair thinning and skin rashes. Most people get enough from a balanced diet. Extra supplements won't boost hair growth unless you're deficient. Use biotin wisely, and always talk to your doctor before supplementing. Vitamin B9, also known as folate or folic acid, is essential for DNA synthesis, cell growth, and preventing birth defects. Found naturally in leafy greens, beans, and fruits, and added to fortified grains, it's especially vital for women planning pregnancy. Deficiency can cause anemia and serious health issues. For most adults, a balanced diet, and for some, supplements, ensure you get enough of this foundational nutrient for lifelong health. Vitamin B12, or cobalamin, is a powerhouse for your body. It's vital for energy, nerve health, and making red blood cells and DNA. Found mainly in animal products, B12 deficiency can cause fatigue, nerve issues, and memory problems. Vegans, older adults, and those with digestive issues are most at risk. If you're concerned, talk to your doctor. A simple blood test and supplements can help keep you healthy. Vitamin C, or ascorbic acid, is the ultimate antioxidant and healer. It boosts your immune system, helps your body absorb iron, and is essential for collagen production and wound healing. You'll find it in citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli. Most people get enough from a colorful, balanced diet, but some may need more. Remember, whole foods are the best source for your health. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, is unique. Our bodies can make it from sunlight. It's essential for strong bones and teeth, helping us absorb calcium. But it does much more. It supports the immune system, muscles, and mood. Many people don't get enough, especially with limited sun or certain health conditions. If you're at risk, a simple blood test can check your levels, and supplements can help keep you healthy. Vitamin E is your body's antioxidant defender, protecting cells from damage and supporting your immune system. It's found in nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and vegetable oils, so a balanced diet usually gives you all you need. Deficiency is rare, but if you have trouble absorbing fat, talk to your doctor. Supplements are only needed for specific medical reasons. Focus on whole foods for the best health benefits. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting and bone health. K1 comes from leafy greens, while K2 is found in animal products, fermented foods, and made by gut bacteria. Deficiency is rare, but newborns and those with absorption issues are at risk. A consistent intake of leafy greens keeps you healthy. For newborns, the vitamin K shot is a simple, life-saving measure. Always seek medical advice if you're at risk. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for brain and heart health. EPA and DHA, found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, support brain function, reduce inflammation, and lower heart disease risk. Plant sources like flax seeds and walnuts provide ALA, but conversion is limited. If you don't eat fish, consider a supplement. Algae oil is a great plant-based option. Prioritize omega-3s for lifelong health. Magnesium is the unsung hero of our bodies, supporting over 300 vital processes, from muscle relaxation and steady heartbeats to strong bones and calm nerves. It's found in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, but many people don't get enough. Watch for signs like fatigue or cramps, and talk to your doctor if you're concerned. Magnesium truly is the relaxation mineral, essential for your health and well-being. Zinc is the immune system's gatekeeper, essential for immune cell function, wound healing, and even our senses of taste and smell. Without enough zinc, our immune response weakens and healing slows. Oysters, red meat, poultry, legumes, and seeds are great sources. Vegetarians and those with digestive issues may need to be more mindful. Remember, more isn't always better. High doses can cause imbalances. Talk to your healthcare provider if you're concerned. Iron is essential for energy and vitality. It's the key part of hemoglobin, carrying oxygen from your lungs to every cell. Without enough iron, you feel tired, weak, and unfocused. Iron also supports your muscles, brain, and immune system. Animal foods provide the most absorbable iron, but plant sources matter too. Pair them with vitamin C for better absorption. If you're often fatigued, ask your doctor about your iron levels. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in our body, vital for strong bones and teeth. But it does so much more. It helps muscles move, nerves send signals, and even supports heart health and blood clotting. Dairy products are classic sources, but leafy greens, fortified foods, and canned fish also provide calcium. Not getting enough? Your body pulls calcium from bones, risking osteoporosis. Talk to your doctor about your needs. Selenium is a trace mineral with a mighty impact. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, supports thyroid health, and boosts your immune system. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts can meet your daily needs, but too much can be harmful. A balanced diet with nuts, seafood, meats, and whole grains usually provides enough. Supplement only with professional guidance. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the A, B, C's of vitamins to essential minerals like calcium, iron, and selenium. It can feel like a lot to remember, but the main takeaway is this. These micronutrients are the fundamental building blocks and support systems for your health. They are the microscopic spark plugs that ignite the countless chemical reactions happening inside your body every single second. They build our bones, protect our cells from damage, convert our food into energy, and keep our immune system ready for battle. A balanced, nutrient-dense diet is your #1 tool for ensuring you get the right amounts of these vital compounds. Think of your diet as the foundation of your house. You can have the best furniture and the nicest paint, but if the foundation is weak, the whole structure is at risk. Real whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains are the concrete, steel, and wood of that foundation. They provide not just one or two vitamins, but a complex symphony of nutrients that work together synergistically. A supplement can be a helpful tool to fill a specific identified gap, but it can never replace the profound and holistic benefits of a healthy eating pattern. Your first stop should always be your plate. And this brings me to my most important point, and I can't stress this enough. Before you walk into a store and grab a bottle of supplements off the shelf because you heard it was good for you, please talk to your doctor. We've seen today that with many nutrients, like selenium or even fat-soluble vitamins, there is a real risk of toxicity. More is not always better. Your doctor can help you determine if you actually have a deficiency through blood tests and a review of your diet and lifestyle. They can recommend the right form and the correct dosage for your specific individual needs, ensuring you get the benefits without the risks. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive into the world of vitamins and minerals. I hope you found it helpful and feel more empowered to make informed decisions about your health. Your body is an incredible machine, and giving it the right fuel is one of the best things you can do for your long-term well-being. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to live your healthiest, happiest life, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stay safe, be well, and I'll see you in the next video.